Hey everyone, thanks again for joining us. This is Drive It Out, and we are here at the 2022 Kansas City International Auto Show in Kansas City, Missouri. And I'm stoked about this car behind me because you know what? When you think of small SUVs, think of the ones that did it first. You have the Toyota RAV4 and the Honda CR-V. They were kind of the first to really go big in that segment, the small SUV segment, and they're still around. That staying power tells you a lot about the quality of the vehicle and how well they execute what they're trying to accomplish here. This is no exception. This is a brand new Toyota RAV4 Prime. That's right, it's a plug-in hybrid. So combination power between your power outlets here, you're actually getting about 300 horsepower, 302 horsepower combined you can get out of a RAV4. That's kind of crazy, but let's talk about this RAV4, a little bit about what makes the RAV4 so good, because all the things that make RAV4 in general good are still here, but with the Prime you're getting a little bit more because you get that plug-in hybrid powertrain. Now listen, you are going to pay for it. This one here lists at $50,000, but let's see what you're going to get for $50,000. So listen, it's a RAV4. They've made it look really good. I think if you're going to get a small family hauler, this is a good color. You know, you get something that cleans well. So it's got that, it's kind of that gunmetal gray. It's going to look clean for longer periods of time. It's going to be easy to keep clean. I'm not a big fan of getting like gloss black or anything like that when you're getting a family hauler because it needs to stay looking clean with little work. So I think this is a great color for this car. It's kind of subtle, fly under the radar, and then people will go to ride in this. They'll kind of be pleasantly surprised, like, whoa, this has a lot of power. Whoa, this is a hybrid? Well, this is nicer in here than I expected to get out of a RAV4. And the whole car is kind of surprising, so I think the color is kind of where that starts. So come around here with me and we'll talk about the side. They're trying to show off the capabilities of this car and kind of, you know, that outdoorsy lifestyle that they like to show with small SUVs, all brands do. So, you know, we've got a little kayak on the top, but this vehicle is good for that. It's a great all-arounder. You've got decent room in the back seat for family. People in the front are comfortable. There's good leg room, but it's also something that's somewhat capable off-road. It's kind of a soft roader or doing a little bit of off-roading. You can go camping or go on some treks kind of off the beaten path a little bit, and they're meant to remind you, they want to remind you about that. So come around here, around the back. I do want to show you, if I can find the button again. So this one has the automatic hatch. You're going to get a lot of amenities like this with the Prime. Again, this is a $50,000 Toyota RAV4, but you have good room back here, and you can lay down these seats, and they've got a nice texture, like a nice hard surface in here. This is going to be very durable. This stuff is very easy to clean. These are the kinds of things and attributes that you're looking for in a vehicle when you have a small family and you're starting out, and you know, if you've got small children, you know you're going to end up changing a diaper or two back here. That's just part of what happens. So you want a vehicle to be ready back here, to be easy to clean. You want the materials to be good, and they've really done that. RAV4 knows what they're doing, just like Honda CR-V. Like I said, these are kind of the two originals in this segment, and you're not going to be disappointed with either one. But what sets this one apart, again, is Toyota is excellent at hybrid powertrains. They've been doing that for a very long time. So to get all the things you expect out of a good RAV4 and have that bonus of that extra power and that hybrid powertrain to be able to operate on only electric power sometimes is excellent. So let's continue on around. I will go ahead and let this do the automatic shut thing, but let's go ahead and look at the interior here a little bit. As I said, there is decent room back here in the RAV4. Now, one thing I will say, I wish the back doors opened a little bit further. That is one thing that I do know some other small SUVs in the segment do, is they will have the doors that will open almost a full 90 degrees in the back, kind of like police cars, to make it easier to unload and load things. And again, if you have small children, you're installing car seats. We all love so much installing those car seats. It's so much fun, right? No, it's terrible. It's the worst. So anytime you can have a door open a little more to give you a little more room to get in here and work to install those car seats, it helps out. So once you get in here though, you've got decent room. And I tell you what, they've done a nice job in here. They've got red accents all over the seats. I will show you as well here in the front. They've done a nice job. So they didn't leave anything out as far as luxury. You've got really good leather in here. It's nice to the touch. It's going to be durable, and they've even brought it up onto the dash. So you've got your leather and your stitching, which has come up onto the dash. excuse me, it's also here around the shifter. You've got a decent size screen, infotainment screen up here. And I tell you what, like many small cars these days, that touch screen, that infotainment screen that you get on the dash does kind of stick up, right? It's kind of a separate piece from the dash. It almost feels like you've sat an iPad or a tablet up here on the dash, but that's part of what you get in a lot of small cars these days, because it's about putting it up here where it's visible. Think about if you have navigation or something going on here, your Android Auto, your Apple CarPlay, they've got to keep it up here and visible, and it's just below that visual line of the dash. You can still see over it, but it's up here for everybody to see and view. But while they've done a good touchscreen up here, they have still chosen to give you buttons. I like that, I respect that, and you can always count on Toyota for good steering wheel buttons that can be felt easily. Some cars, you will see they put steering wheel buttons up here, and they will gloss them over so much that it just all feels flat. You can't tell where the buttons end and begin, and it kind of takes away the purpose of having buttons on the steering wheel, because buttons on the steering wheel are made for you to keep your eyes on the road. But these are excellent because you can feel and touch them. You'll learn them quickly, and then when you're driving, you can just keep your eyes forward, and you're going to be able to do everything here. So I'm really impressed with Toyota RAV4s in general, because they've been in the game for a long time. They know what they're doing. I kind of have a general rule sometimes. If you are looking for a vehicle that you're really trying to be budget conscious and you're trying to get the most longevity out of that vehicle, a general rule that you can tend to go by is go for a vehicle that's been around a long time. Think of names that have been in the game for decades. RAV4 is one of those. You know, RAV4, 4Runner. You know, other vehicles, think about Camry. You know, those names have been around for 30, 40 years. They've been doing this a long time. They know what they're doing, and they do a good job. And this is no different with this RAV4 Prime, now that they've added that hybrid powertrain. So if you're looking for a small SUV, check out a Toyota RAV4. And if you want to go higher on the options and the trims, look at a Prime. They're fantastic. So thank you for watching this video. Again, we are here at the 2022 Kansas City International Auto Show in Kansas City, Missouri. I love this show. It's our hometown show. We love coming here every year. Thank you for watching. We're doing many more reviews of other cars here today. Please check those out. Don't forget to subscribe. You've found us here on youtube.com/driveitout. We are at driveitout.com, Drive It Out on Instagram, and I am personally on Instagram at naturallyaspiratedadam. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.